Netflix has been dropping movies left and right lately, and while they haven't all been very good or, watchable, like the massively disappointing Cloverfield Paradox or Mute, there are still a few choice offerings out there, like the latest from mastermind Paco Plaza. This is Chris Lemke from Ready Set Geek with your review of Veronica. Veronica is the story of a 1991 police case set in Madrid where the officers arrive to a scene that can only be described as paranormal. We are introduced to Veronica, a high schooler who has become the caretaker of her family, consisting of two elementary school sisters and a kindergarten-aged brother. With her father's recent passing and her mother left to provide for the family by working at a local bar, Veronica has become a de facto parent, feeding, bathing, caring for her siblings, all while trying to process her own high school life. During a solar eclipse, Veronica and her two friends decide to sneak off from their Catholic school to use a Ouija board to try to contact her deceased father. And as you could probably guess, it's not exactly the best idea they've ever had. The film then unravels at varying paces, sometimes really taking its time to show the slow burn of Veronica's world being just off to a breakneck hell in a handbasket. Paco Plaza is not one to hide away from jump scares, just like he did in the Wreck trilogy, and he made great use of showing you stuff in the peripheral vision of the camera, just so that it kept you unnerved and on edge. It's a nice touch, and it's a good pace that really grounded the film in the first half. You get to know the characters and the world that they inhabit, but when this film says go, the first thing to leave is any sense of subtlety. The demon creature in this film is full-on, no bones about it, scene, which is actually really rare in this type of a movie. Usually it's being shown in like other characters speaking through or as the demon in nightmares or in tricks of the camera. But then they're really like, yeah, no, that's our demon. Look at him, he's right there. It's kind of not dissimilar to the alien from Signs. When they used it in really small doses, like when they were all watching around the television and the alien walked by, and you got that really great jump scare out of that, it was terrifying. But when they did the reveal at the house, it was just a CGI mess. Now, this isn't as bad as that. And thankfully, there is, some saving grace to actually seeing it, and it looks a hell of a lot better. But there is a little something that's lost in the allure to see it just so brazenly done. Now, the good things, because I genuinely really liked this film. The young actors from the titular Veronica, who's played by Sandra Escacina, to all of these kids, man, they were great. They just worked. The kids were so excellent at playing up the terror of the situation. And they really felt like this very lived-in family. They all had a really good dynamic with one another. I do wish there was a little bit more done with the mother character in the scenes that she had, but what are you going to do? And it was definitely, I don't know, there was some stuff that was left on the cutting room floor, and I think a lot of it revolved around her and her interactions with the family. There was this creepy, blind, chain-smoking nun at Veronica's school who just rocked in the scenes that she had. And she was this really fun character who you just love having in a horror movie. She really sold the menace of everything, and she pushed the movie from that sort of slow crawl to the holy hell, here we go climax. This obviously is a Spanish movie, so the subtitles are there. Though, if you have a point with subtitles at this point, I don't know what to tell you. Fans of horror, check this one out. It's a solid religious possession type of movie. It's not far removed from like The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It's not an overly long movie, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. If anything, I actually would have liked to have seen more of Veronica dealing with her world falling into chaos. But there's some really good scares in here, and a couple of sequences that I really, really dug. If I have to give like an arbitrary score, I'm going to go 6.8 out of 10. See this movie. It's on Netflix. Doesn't cost you a dime. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel for all sorts of fun things coming up, including Season 2 of our Movie Geek game show, Ready, Set, Geek. This is Chris Lemke saying bye.